Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to see in a strategic management unit 3 is casework. Okay, so before that we have to know what is casework. So meaning, so it is a direct service because it provided by community service workers for individuals and who require skills assistance in resolving issues of the resources and social emotional problems. So it is a disciplined activity in which the needs of the clients are assessed in the full social and relational context of the person. By this, the caseworker aims to strengthen the client's own capabilities to deal with the problems and to cope more effectively in their environment. So, this services delivered by a caseworker range from a simple issues of material assistance to more complex issues of counseling. Okay, so next one we're going to see is how is the casework different from the case management. So this is not a simple questions to answer, so but the lines between the case management and the casework, okay, this is blurred. Perhaps a better analogy is that overlapping circles. So however of our purpose here we have defined them in the following way. So first one, both case management and casework are similarly in that they are both viewed as approaches from the human services or areas to working in a complex individuals or a family cases. So where they differ that case management provides a managed approach to linking services with the needs of the client. So by this the operating like the coordinating system in order to achieve the outcomes of the clients. So this work is essentially a problem because it is a solving approach using a specific strategy to provide the services for the clients. So at this client level, casework can be defined as a client centered, okay, and a global oriented directly linked to the needs of the individuals. And this is mainly to simplify, because a case management is the plan of providing services, okay, with support to the client's casework is implemented and actual doing of that plan. Next we're gonna see is concepts within the casework framework. Under this, the first one is relationship. So mainly it is about the nature of different types of relationship. So what it means each of individual are in a relationship or a buyer or seller. Okay. So by gaining the knowledge about the range theoretical approaches to understand the dynamics and complexities of relationship. The next one is interpersonal communications. So which means working in an individual using a code of ethics as a foundation for building and establishing a relationship. So which engaging with the clients and building positive relations to ensure that the goals established in a casework. So this is a plan or achievable, the client driven. And the next one is managing change. So which is assisting a clients to problem solve and take action. So by supporting them and encouraging them to cope with the implement change in their views, lives this form of foundation for a real empowerment for the client. And the next one is four components to case management. What are the components? There are four. The first one is intake. So intake is the initial meeting between the case manager and new client. So this case manager uses the time to gather demographic information about the client, identify any immediate needs, so and begin to establish trust and build a relationship. So this first interaction is helpful for a case manager to determine if a client would benefit from services your organization offers. If they would, they move to on the assessing clients' individual needs. So if their needs fall outside of the organization, the case manager works to identify and refer the clients to an outside community resources. The next one is needs assessment. So which means there are a needs or assessment and which the stage builds the information collected during the intake stage. Okay, so going into the greater depth in the client's individual challenges and goals. This during the stage, a case manager primary objective is to identify a client problems, interest and risk to success. So while every client goes through the stage, when they first come to an organization, it's important to reassess over time as needs circumstance after change. Okay, then the third one is service planning. So which means the service planning stage is a particularly important to the success. Okay, so by this or a failure of a client, it may be a success or a failure, but they need to find the service planning. So in this, a case manager establishes specific goals and the actions that will be taken to the meet those goals. The result of this goal setting process is a case balance uh, case plan inclusive of outputs outcomes that will measure a client success. So by this, a service plan should be both achievable and measurable. The next one is monitoring and evaluation. So, which means the evaluation is a critical to understand the impact specific programs and services, and have a client using the output and outcome merits, okay, metrics defined in the previous stages. So, the case manager should continuously monitor, evaluate client's progress. So, which is the evaluation and data ensures client success is a quantified rather than simply anecdotal. Okay. So mainly next the casework is collecting data. Okay, collecting data and measuring the progress. How they will, the same thing I have told already. There are four components, and also collecting data is the same thing under four steps. Okay, these are the same which you already explained. So by this, in a short, intake means if a new client walk through the door seamlessly, add them to your apricot system. We have to collect the information you need and create a full client profile before meeting him. Okay, needs assessment means this is a benefit from our many evidence based from a create your own assessment tools. So client need accurately assign services. Third one is service planning. Client information and case plans also based on the services which a client has been assigned, and a client's needs a change or easily update their records. Finally, monitoring, evaluating. This is within the built-in forms or reports. So, which measures and manage the client success with the push of a button. So, continuously monitor results to achieving long-term outcomes. Okay. The next one is example of a casework. So, how the example will be. So what are the example? So having worked at a many cases on a behalf of constituents, the member of the Congress for whom I worked in a capital. This is the example, okay? So they have given the casework, and very common one, okay, is when retired individuals do not receive their social security check, okay, they contact their office, and which in turn contacts Social Security Administration on the constituents' behalf to request that the missing check is reissued. So these workers exist to represent the interest of the employer's constitution in all matters involving federal agencies. The next one, what is case study? Okay, casework and case studies are different. Okay, we have to find what is case study. It is a special type thought leadership content to tell a story. So mainly before doing anything we have to study the case. What are the problems they have faced, what are the benefits they have earned, like that. Okay, so in that these are narratives that features real world situations, uses of a products and services they value. So a well written case study will follow a customer as they define a problem. So determine a solution and implement it and reap the benefits. So these studies offer readers the ability to see situation from a customer's perspective from beginning to end. The next one is importance of case studies. Why it is important? Because a marketing case study is one of the most compelling content items in your sales funnel. Okay, so in this it is a perfect way to guide a people into through the decision phase. So when they have best option laid out on the table, they are ready to puzzle through that funnel selection. Because of this, case studies are uniquely useful as a bottom of funnel content. Okay, by this the mainly why it is important means it is under potential contacts, leads, finalists and clients. So by this only these steps only they will select the clients. Okay, by means, since business to business decision markets, okay, are not aim mind readers, so they need content to bridge the gap between what they know about the solution, so what they know about their own business. So the case study does this, showing a similar customer succeeded. So for that reason you might want to have a case study for every person, for every buyer persons, okay, you serve. And naturally case studies pertain a specific products or services, so not your whole brand. So you could find yourself with a multiple case studies for each buyer type. The next one is, how long should a case study be? How long will be the case study? Okay, so by this, honestly, the more to the point you can be case study, the better. So great case study should pack a lot of meaning into the small space. So in the best example, your reader can the single main idea of each page in a short paragraph or two. So each detail should build the next. So they will keep moving forward until the end without going distracted. Sure, it is no damn novel, but if you do it right, it will be still be a real page turner. So note, some businesses will have a brief case study like a PDF form and uses a sales collateral than a longer form. So more in depth version of a depth, okay, version of a same case study on their websites. In this case, it can be normal to write lengthier case studies. It will be in a lengthier. Next, which we gonna see is, where should I put my case studies? So where should I put means, ideally you should upload a case study somewhere on a website or a, so new leads coming to your site have an opportunity to see just how kick-ass your business at is driving revenue and result for your current customers. So whether it is an online study or a PDF version, making your success available to the public can prove just how valuable your efforts are. So plus, make sure every member of your sales team has across to your case studies so they can use them as sales collateral to send the prospects and opportunities. A quick and PDF attachment to sales email can be very convincing. Okay. The next one is the best case study format. So this is the best case study because press releases case study often fail into the certain specific format. So many business to business use the approaches. Okay, the from introduction, challenge, solution, benefits, and for result. So mainly the introduction is for sets the stage by providing context for the situation. And the next one, challenges, is for discuss the key problem that the customer was facing and a basic overview of the product or a service the customer used, and then recap the solution's top advantage, why it was right choice. Okay, and the result is the positive business outcome arising from the solution and the benefits. Okay, the next one is how to write a case study. So before that, if you want to do a case study, you need to find the specific format. So these are the approaches, stage by one, stage by stage. We already seen in a last slide. Okay, introduction, challenge, solution, benefits. After that only they'll get a result based on the solution and benefits. Okay. So before that, how to write a case study? So main first, ask your client or customer for approval. If you want to do a case study, for example, if you want to do some case study about service, okay, you have to ask the client's approval. You have to ask their permission. Before asking them, you have to ask their permission, because like that, actually I'm doing this case study from a month, so if you wish you can give a survey to me. So if you wish, can you give me, like that you have to ask your customers for approval. So in this, the first step is a crucial because it sets the layout of the entire case study. If your client customers gives okay to use their names or information, you need to add as much detail as you want to highlight who they are and what to help them do, and the result is had. Okay. The second one, gather your informations. So like any good story, a market case study has a beginning, middle, end. So or you could think of it and as a before, during, or after. So before problem means your case study will always open by presenting a problem suffered by one of your clients. So this part of the study establish what's at stake and introduce a characters of your company. So mainly this client company, whichever individual decision makers, and for each side is okay. Okay. Then during the information means it is a solution. Okay. So before, if the information before collecting, it is a problem, after the collected it is a solution, after finalized only after the result. So before, during, after. Before the problem, during the solution, after the result. So during the solution is once you define the problem, the next step is a solution. Presence you are offering which serves as a answers. Okay, your products and services is a very real sense, the hero of the story. So it catalyzes a change which it describes in terms of features, advantage, and other differentiation. And then finally, result. Result is nothing in a final step. You discuss the happy ending brought by your solutions. So this returning to the stakes you establish at the very start, you expand on how much better things are thanks to your intervention. So you want prospects to imagine themselves and enjoy the level of success. Next one is before, after, during the solution, after the results. Okay, the third one is get Q. Okay, GetQ means it, of course, a study about the two corporations is not very interesting in its own. Okay, the best case study personify the protagonist, so including the vendor and client company having plenty of quotes prepared by throughout the entire story. So naturally the business problem does to be solved, it's the big. So you want the client, or preferably you want to own team means your why on the problem, so how complex it is, what solving it could mean, and what not solving it would cost. So this is the note. Don't use testimonial or a quote if your case study is anonymous. And then, and finally, find some compelling graphics. So find some compelling graphics means it is a case study, it's not a white paper. Okay, you should not be trudging through paper after page text. So in fact, some of the most powerful case studies establish their own vivid graphics heavily style. So look at the lot more infographic, even magazines, than traditional business to business marketing collateral. So color blocks, strong contracts, skyscraper photography, and hero shots are the table when it comes to the case study. So the more data you have to convey, the more creative you should be in presenting it, so it can be understood at a glance. So examples means there are more examples they have given. We will see one by one. So according in the Outbrain, okay, Outbrain, based on this, the lane the leading retailer of the women. Okay, this is sized 14 to 28. They have launched the campaign designed to celebrate all women and redefine the traditional notion. So this goal was to amplify the campaign and drive traffic and engagement. Okay, so then Google Analysis optimizely. Okay, this is leading online A to B testing. Okay, user experience optimizing platform that offers innovative data driven marketing solutions to maximize user experience and keep them coming back from home. So this is the level a stable. Okay, level 11. So this is helped in Stifel focus their teams on their critical sales activities, so that matter. So the end result, the team developed a better understanding for the KPI matter and experience. So these are the examples which we want to see. Okay, and online case studies, so which means there is a, I have given a more example, so you can go through that. Mainly online case study means I'll explain first one. Gravitate, okay, global expedition group. So this case study is a great example of how breakup and detailed case study for an easier read. Okay, this starts of introducing a clients and global expansion. Global, they then give visitors to the little background into what they do. So then they dive straight into the what their role was helping. So in this, catches your what catches your eyes at the beginning of their case study are the result. So rather than forcing readers to the find out impact and efforts at the end, and they call out some major statistics improvements and they helped to achieve, it's a great way to entice the readers to keep them wanting to learn just how they did it. Okay, so this did a great job breaking up a rather long case study, since it focuses on the entire content marketing strategy. So they put various part of their case study into the separate section from their rebranding efforts, so to their website design and copywriting. And so by this unit is over. We'll see in next class with next unit. Thank you all.